Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to an episode of my F1 2019 Ferrari Manager Career Mode here for round number 13 today in Season 2 for the Japanese Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check the one out before you see this one. But we have a very interesting last part of the season left. We've got 4 rounds left, and we are in a decent lead in the Constructors. I say decent because, of course, the points are so close now with the scoring system that 14 points ahead of Mercedes is quite a lot of points, actually. It would take one massive calamity to turn that around, but I'm hoping that's not the case because Verstappen and Vettel, especially Verstappen as of late, have really been coming on form. Verstappen obviously has won the last 2 races at Singapore and Russia, and for the last 5 rounds has looked better than Sebastian Vettel, which has been surprising because just before that, he had 2 DNFs in a row, and I was calling for his head maybe and saying, should we replace him with Charles Leclerc? And then look how it's turned around. Ever since I said that, from Germany onwards, he's been the top man here at Ferrari, and Vettel has not been. He's been losing a lot of points that he can't afford to lose because he's 8 points behind Hamilton in the Drivers' Championship. Obviously, it's the Manager Career Mode, so I personally care more about the Constructors, but it would still be nice to obviously get one of our drivers, the Drivers' World Championship. Vettel won it last season, in our first season with this Ferrari career mode, so it would be kind of cool to try and maybe get back-to-back championships with Vettel, or even just see Verstappen get up there, but he's 17 points behind. It would take a fairly bit of a miracle, I guess. I mean, we'd kind of need Hamilton to DNF one more time. He had he had the DNF in Singapore. He was not looking too great at Russia. He came back through in Russia, but still got 6 points, so we'd probably need another DNF, to be honest, to get Verstappen fully in the championship fight, but never say never. Hamilton hasn't been that great in the last few episodes, and Ricciardo has looked a little bit stronger. He's not got the points for it, but Ricciardo's shown better moments in the last few races than Hamilton has, so it is very spicy indeed. With 4 races to go, anything could happen here still in this championship. But we go to Japan next. Favourite circuit of mine on this game. I love the Japanese Grand Prix on this game because it's a very aggressive circuit. You can go aggressive and you get rewarded for that, and we've apparently got some rain forecast for the race as well, so that should spice things up indefinitely. So in terms of our pit crew, then have a look here. There's not too many kind of high percentages here in terms of mistakes, and the last episode was very good for our pit stop crew. Like, no one put a foot wrong, really. We've got 0.9 here, 0.4, going to swap him out for a level 19, so that's kind of a like for like there. We've got 0.1 here, though, for a level 18, so that'll definitely be useful to have him in. Anyone else? 0.3 here, I guess, yeah, we'll swap him out. That's pretty decent, so that'll go down a little bit. It's still 18, but I guess that's a lesser 18 than that 18, and that goes down a little bit slower on the pit stop, but I'd rather have the lesser mistake percentage. Everything else pretty good. Obviously, fixing, we don't need to worry about. In terms of new hires, is there anyone to hire? Not really. 16, 15, we've got better, so I'll just reject all of them. What I'll do instead is just make sure, slowly but surely, here, if I could go through and just renew the contracts of all these guys. 4 races, yeah. If they're 4 or 5 races, I'll renew them, just because I don't want to kind of have the hassle. Even 10 races, you know what, just go for it. Renew all of them just to make sure we lock everyone down pretty much in terms of, you know, the guys who have got the highest percentages here. Level 4... 4. This guy's 10. I don't know why have we got this guy? Oh, rear jack, that's why. And we can swap him out, actually. So we'll swap him out, and we will renew his contract. 7 races. Anyone else? 18 here. 8 races long. Well, we'll renew it anyway. So everyone's renewed. That's all good. So this pit crew will stay with us till the end of the season indefinitely, and at least into the next season as well. Right. So in terms of the car development, we are waiting on an engine that should come before the next Grand Prix. I really hope. Yes, it will get done before the Japanese Grand Prix. I think that's not even going to be a massive improvement, though, because that's still an iteration we're doing to try and get a legendary engine at the end of this season. And to that point, we get to the point where I may as well just go for risk levels on the engine, because obviously the risk level gets deleted from season to season over the winter break, so we may as well try and just max out the highest potential we can get, maybe, with that. We've got a bit of a disaster, though, here. We found a leak in Sebastian Vettel's engine cooling system, so to fix it, I have to just pay $500,000. That's fine, though. You can see there we've got enough money for $500,000 to spend on that dilemma, so that's all fine. And so now we just go on and wait for this engine to be built, and, well, then we'll decide what we're actually doing in terms of the plan of action. I think we should just go for a risk level engine maybe at this stage, and try and prepare ourselves for next season effectively, but I'll see what the options are. We've got 35% chance of rain. It says rain, predicted forecast in the race. I kind of hope for some rain. I think it could make things spicy, but also at the same time, like I said, Japan's a very aggressive circuit anyway, so I think it will be a decent race, a decent fun race to do either way. But engine's being built now, so I will design a new part And let me check this out. Now we've got Legendary available to us. So we've got plus 50 over here. That's very decent. Plus 40. So that's awesome. Right, so I'm going to go for the max we can get, I think. Because if I just click random ones, basically, and just try and, you know, just prove my point here of even minus 5 days, and then, let's say that one, that'll get done 64 days after the Grand Prix. 64, I'm pretty sure, will be enough to go past not only USA, but maybe Brazil, and we'll only have the engine for one race in Doha, and then that's it. So in that case, if that is to be the case, I would then rather go for risk levels and try and get the highest maximum performing engine by the end of the season, because that max number affects next year's engine, and the risk levels get wiped. So I think that's the plan. So, in the end of it, we're not actually really upgrading our engine at all that much this season. We're going to finish as the second best engine on the grid. But the fact we've got good components in every other department, literally a first in every other department, means that we're making up for that engine deficit. Kind of almost like, you know, teams do in real life, you know, in the last few years of the V6 era. And instead, we're setting ourselves up for success, hopefully, next season with a great engine to back us up. Because I don't know what's going to happen next season. Sebastian Vettel's contract is going to run out at the end of this year. Leclerc's runs out at the end of this year. The only solidarity is that Verstappen will be in this team. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. Are we going to keep Sebastian Vettel? Are we going to keep Charles Leclerc? I don't know. These all are up in the air. I'm going to keep you guys guessing what we're doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. So, you know, I want things to maybe freshen up for the third season. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. So in that case, I'd rather have a very strong car and make sure that no matter what driver we put in it, it's going to be decent. So let's go for +1. Don't need to care about the red zone either. Plus 50, I'm sure that's the best option here. That's 3-1. Yeah, that's the best option there. Don't need to remove the risk level, so I can go plus 60. That's 1327. That's 1337. And that's 1317. So that's actually the best one, isn't it? Yeah, 1337. Epic. And then plus 50 there. That's, I'm trying, oh my god, the purple and the black here. I'm going to have to really bear into my monitor here. 1387. That's 133. That's no improvement. That's no improvement. So I'll go with 1387. And then it's going to be 1427, 1452, and then 153. So that was definitely the best one. This one is plus 60, minus 20 on the red zone. Which is actually insane. No red zone on this engine. So if I could use this engine by the end of the season, it would be insane. But 94 days, that's going to take a long time. But that's going to be an expensive engine as well. Nearly 5 million on one new engine. But that is going to set us up for glory next season, hopefully, with a whopping great engine. We max that out to 1452. So let's build it. Let's go for it there. So we are now effectively kind of committing to not really improving our car till the end of the season. But I think our car now is in a good enough place where we can pull this through. In terms of the parts that are crucial, it's useful, but not crucial. The medium speed, so basically, we're just looking for engine. If that's useful, that's fine. That's kind of bearable. I think we'll be pretty decent. We're going to struggle at USA. We are going to struggle at USA. That will be damage limitation. Brazil, damage limitation. Doha, not damage limitation. So we have two, half and half. Half of these races remaining, we could struggle versus Mercedes. And the other half, I think we should be good. In terms of what the championship's looking like, that's going to be close, but I think we can just about pull it off and do it. So I'm confident in my choice. Let's go forward then. Let's just have a quick look then at what we're doing in terms of improving parts and this engine here. So that will technically be the best engine we've got. Is it not? Is it, well, almost the best engine we got. So let's add that to performance, add that to reliability as well. That'll get done 2 hours before the Grand Prix, 1 hour before the Grand Prix, 22 minutes. That's very precise before the Grand Prix. I don't think there's anything else to really improve apart from any of these. No, that engine's not something we're going to use, are we? No. It would be these two. These two are the ones we're using, aren't we? 1272, that's Verstappen's engine, is it not? And that's 1292 in the race. That's Vettel's one. So actually that 1292 maxed out one will match this 1292 in the race there. So I can actually finally have both of them have almost the same engine in the Grand Prix. So that's actually quite a good thing actually. So in the end, this iteration was actually quite successful. Right, we move on then into picking our parts for the Grand Prix. Is this engine going to be good enough to use? 72% reliability. That's, it's not crucial for Japan, so I'm not going to take this risk here, even though it is now on par with this Vettel engine. but I don't want to take that risk. It's got a larger red zone as well, remember, you see? It's got a larger one, and it's closer to failure, so I don't want to take the risk. I don't want a repeat of what happened at, what was it, Canada, I think, where Verstappen had an engine failure. We had to change the engine mid-race. I'd rather just keep this one. It's been working for him. He won the last 2 Grand Prix with this engine, so I'm not going to take the risk there. You guys were telling me in the comments below about this front wing. I'm pretty sure there was a reason why I wasn't using it. Was it not for the reliability? Plus... It's plus 40 in the race, so 1, 2, 4, 5 in the race, but minus 10 reliability. I think this was the one that maybe we used in one Grand Prix and it failed on me straight away. So it's going to be what? 1, 2, 4, 5 in the race. So actually, well, you know what? I'll give that to Verstappen. You know, Vettel's still going to be happy with that. 6%. Minus 3%. So this one will technically be better in the race for Verstappen, but this will be overall better in quali. And it kind of, I don't know, makes up for the fact that in quali, Verstappen has the better engine. I don't know. So yeah, we'll do it that way. Everything else is fine. So let's go to the Japanese Grand Prix. Looking forward to this one. I hope we can have another fun one, and more importantly, hope we can try and aim for another one too, hopefully. Right, so practice time then. It's all dry, and I think it will be dry for the entire session, really. So usual stuff then, going through the workings on the medium tire. This is a Grand Prix where the super softs and the softs are the same wear rate there, apparently. So literally the soft compound tire becomes irrelevant completely. So we will just be going all through on mediums and super softs. But obviously if it does rain, might not use the mediums, might just use super softs. We'll have to see, but I wouldn't be opposed to either or. But we'll go through then. The setup is one I've got saved from Sebastian Vettel from last season, I think. So hopefully Vettel takes to this setup quite quickly. I don't know. Yeah, I've talked about, you know, Verstappen resurging in these last few episodes, being maybe the new #1 here at Ferrari for at least the last few episodes. Hoping that Vettel can pick himself up, because obviously he is the one that's closer to Hamilton in the championship, and it will take, like I said, will take a bit of a miracle really for Verstappen to come fully back into the championship fight. But you know, I'm not gonna try and favour one or the other. Just gonna try and do what we've done the last 3 races, really. Just try and do the best job we can. But it just appears that Verstappen's surprising me the last few episodes with the pace he's had, the surprising pace he's had in the race. Right, Verstappen's in, Vettel staying out for 1 lap just so we can tick over to level 2. Going to swap Max over onto the super soft tyres and the quali trim. In terms of the setup, we're 93%, so not insane, so some tweaking to do there. Perhaps towards top end speed, but then again there's more to go on downforce, so perhaps we need to go the other way, but that's quite an extreme on that gear ratio, so I'd say let's go towards top end speed maybe. Higher front wing a little bit, just like that much. Let's see how that goes for him. I don't know. I just have a feeling, because like I feel like that's too much of an extreme gear ratio. Or we could just change the suspension, and then that might not be so extreme. I don't know. I'll try speed balance for a start. Let's see how that works out for him. We can always obviously change it up in Q1, so it's no problem there. So onto the super softs then for Verstappen, and Vettel will just finish his lap quickly, hopefully, and come in, and we can just then tick over to level 2, hopefully, on super softs and the quality trim. It's a little bit of a long lap here at Japan, so might not have. We've got 7 minutes to go. Might just be able to do it. Car setup here, speed bounce. Let's go towards top end speed with Vettel. I think that probably means we made the correct decision with Verstappen, hopefully. And go towards oversteer with him, or understeer. I'm going to say understeer for him, actually. Let's see how that works out, because I think Max was more around there. So, let's see how that goes for him. Supers, go. Right, 2 minutes to go. We'll get over to level 2, thankfully. And good timing there as Verstappen comes in. We can bring in Vettel now as well. So he's done actually 1 less lap than Verstappen there. And we got the knowledge needed there. We're just over a minute to go. We can quickly have a look at the setup. Not great. Not great. That is the wrong way to go. 88%. So, what do? We pretty much did nothing right on the handling. And we went the wrong way for the speed bounce. So in that case, are we going the other way? Are we going that way then for speed balance? And then handling wise, are we going towards oversteer then? Is that the motive? So go that way. Or we could be in the middle somewhere. I reckon we're probably going to be in the middle of those two. And then speed balance, let's try that for size. I won't be able to finish this lap, but I'll just send Vettel out very quickly, just so we can maybe try and confirm that setup before Q1, just to try and see a percentage. So for Verstappen, we'll do the same thing. 91, so he went forwards in some regards and backwards in others. So we'll go back to this setup. That was great on the speed balance, so that was potentially the right way then. So let's just try that little 1 tick that way, and then that was great. So going towards understeer, and then let's bring this back this way, please. Is that going to be... Maybe the way to go. I don't know about the downforce, though. That's interesting. We went higher and still great. So should we go even higher than that and see that for size? Let's try that out. Right, 2 excellents and a poor. So we're getting there with Vettel. We're getting there. And 2 excellents and 1 good. So we're nearly there with both drivers. Just got to do a fine little tweak into Q1, and we'll be fine. I'm pretty confident we can get a very high percentage setup now for this come Q1. And I've got to actually remember, though, to actually then use the setup, unlike last time with the Verstappen in quali. Right, Q1 then. Super softs and quali trim. Is there any rain to come in Q1? No, there is not. Doesn't look like it. So I think the forecast for now will be pretty correct then. No rain to come on Saturday. Right, this setup tweak. Let's do this. Right, 89. That's poor. That was good. So we'll go back to where we were with that at least. That was good. That was okay. So maybe speed bounce that way, but just a little click. Something like that might be the motive. And then got to bring this back to where we were. Let's try that out. I think that could be the one. Go out on soft tyres, because those are pointless tyres, so let's just use them. And then this setup, 94. This was good. That was great. That was great. So we'll just bring the downforce back down to where we were, basically. To about there. Yeah, and then speed bounce, just bring that back. Alright, taking quali. I think I adjusted it as well as I could do with the Verstappen. Send them out. We'll let them finish the lap, of course, because I need to get through into Q2. But also will be a bit of a tester banker lap to see how this setup is. And I hope to God it's going to be the correct adjustment for both of them. Right, they're going to come in. At the moment, they're a little bit off the pace there. The soft tyre not appearing to be very quick, actually, compared to the super softs. But let's now check this setup. 98% there with Sebastian Vettel. That's what we like to see. And 97 with Verstappen. That's probably the best we're going to get. 2 excellents and a great for both drivers. That's sorted. I'm going to send them back out on another set of soft tyres, just see if they can go any faster on a different lap there, because track grip was quite low, and I just want to see if, you know, that's, because 1.2 off the pace, even on a different compounder tyre, that's quite big. So let's just quickly check that we're not in any massive issue here around the Japanese Grand Prix, and they can go a little bit faster. All right, both drivers across the line. Green lap times there. That's a little bit better than Sebastian Vettel, 6/10 off Hamilton on a different compounder tyre. Verstappen, 9/10 off, so that's fine. I would expect that to maybe kind of be the gap from supers, but oh no, that it still looks a little bit big. So I have a little bit of worry that might maybe have a little bit of lack of pace compared to Mercedes this race. Even though engine was only useful, it's still there as one of the traits of the circuit. So maybe we are going to lose some time on these straights compared to the Merc. So this might be a tougher one than I actually thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a relatively decent one for us, but that engine power might just come in a little bit for Merc. But let's move into Q2 then and see what it's like on the same combat tyre for the first time. Right, send Sebastian and Verstappen out. Track grip's not going to be affecting. I mean, it might affect us a little bit. So actually, let's wait. Let's wait a sec. Let's wait for track grip to go up a little bit. It's not going to rain, I don't think. I'm going to have a look at the water on track forecast and doubly make sure it's not going to rain at the end of this session. And I'll wait for track grip to go up, because I truly want to see where we are here, because I need to confirm to myself and you guys where we are in terms of pace. There's a little bit of feeling in the air now that Merc do have a bit of an advantage here with that engine power. But let's send Vettel out now. I'll send Verstappen out now. Are they going to be in any sort of clean air? Don't think so, unfortunately, but let's see. Actually, Max is in pretty decent air. I mean, there's Alfa Romeo ahead of him. Where's Vettel? Vettel's also got a few cars ahead of him, but they're all maybe going to come in, actually, on this next lap, so should be fine, maybe. As Vettel starts his lap, they're all going to come in, correct? Yes. Vettel has a decent amount of clean air there, actually, and the same for Verstappen. So actually, no, that was a genius, correct time to send them out. So let's see how this goes then in terms of their sector times. Green first sector only, green second sector. No purples at the moment for either drivers. So this is a little bit worrying, you know. Merc seemed to, you know, that useful engine perk of this track seems to be coming in clutch them for us and just doing enough to keep them ahead. 2.3 tenths down. Ooh, 1.8. So Verstappen's done better there. 1.8 down on Hamilton. But that's the difference, I guess. That's the difference the engine's making, about 1 or 2 tenths there, which kind of makes some sort of sense, really. Okay, so Q3 might be a bit of a harder fight. We might need to pray that Vettel or Verstappen can pull some sort of worldly lap time out of the bag and do the bits in the corners to gain enough time to outshine Hamilton there, who's looking quick. 3.6 tenths faster than Ricciardo, and Red Bull don't appear to be anywhere this race there. Alonso 6 tenths down, Gasly 1 second down. Right, the top 10 shootout is upon us then. We're going to wait a little bit and then send them out. I don't think there's going to be any rain, though, in this session. Hopefully not. So we'll just wait a little bit for a bit of space and then send them out. I'm going to go now. I think a bit of space there. Send out for Vettel. Verstappen will wait a little bit. Send them out now. I think there'll be a little bit of traffic there for him, but let's see how this goes. No, decent amount of space there for Verstappen. Actually, I've timed that quite nicely for both drivers. You can see on the minimap there. Seb, he's got one Merc right ahead of him, but hopefully, I think he's on a He's on an outlap, or I don't know what he's on, really. Let's see what Seb does. Does he stay behind him? He's going to stay behind that Merc. I don't know. Maybe he gets a little toe. I don't know. Verstappen's got a lot of clean air, though, so that's fine. Right. Let's see. Right now, Alonso's obviously at the faster laps because he's the first man across the line. Hamilton goes purple first sector. Let's see what Sebastian Vettel can do. First sector, green. What can Verstappen do in that first sector? As I look on the bottom right, green only for Verstappen as well. So it looks like, yeah, I don't think we have the pace here for Merc over one lap, maybe, and that's going to be quite tricky in the race as well. Vettel, green second sector, across the line, and it's 2.6 tenths down there. Verstappen, green as well, across the line, and it's going to be, 4.4 down. That is not a good first lap there. Right. We need to do better in the second run, boys. Much better in the second run. But at the moment, Hamilton in the driving seat on pole position in his Merc. Right, sending Max out now on the supers. Going to wait, and then we'll send out Vettel now. Let's go. And he's got a decent amount of clean air. Both drivers with a decent amount of clean air. And Seb will just get to the line, I think, in time, hopefully. Verstappen, let's see how you go then, mate. Let's go. Good and overheated. Not a great outlap there for Verstappen. Vettel gets perfect and overheated and crosses the line with 28 seconds to go. Let's see this then. Hamilton's going faster. Ricciardo's going faster as well, so that's a little bit frustrating to see. We need some good lap times here, but it's not going to be. It's white first sector for Verstappen. That's not what we want to see. It's going to be green for Vettel at least, though. But Verstappen, for some reason, not improving. He's got the better engine in the qualifying session, remember, compared to Seb. But he's not improved both sectors in white. Vettel, what can he do? 2 greens there. Let's see. Across the line, and it is an improvement. But it's not even enough to get him back onto second place. It's a 1-2 lockout for Mercedes. We're 3rd and 5th. That has been a bit of a poor showing, and that might just make this Grand Prix a lot more difficult than I thought. I thought this was going to be one of the ones we can do well at, because the other 2 coming up are definitely going to be Mercedes tracks. So, right. I'm praying for some rain tomorrow. I can't lie. Praying for rain. All right, here we go. It is race day, and I've got my wish. It is raining a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, but it might be enough just to take the lead maybe with Sebastian Vettel. I don't know. He's good in the wet, but Hamilton is as well. Verstappen's been pretty okay as well. So, I don't know. Just hoping we can do well. But in terms of the strategy then, it'll stop raining by about lap 15, I think that is. And then how many laps have we got left in this Grand Prix? Lap 15, it stops raining. And then we've got about 18 laps left in the race. So that's not enough for one. Well, it's enough for maybe 1 set of mediums to go the distance. Or 2 sets of soft tyres. I reckon you'd want to do. I think for us, we'd want to have track position and go to the end. But I also think maybe worth doing maybe a split strategy, perhaps try something different. So maybe with Vettel we go with mediums, and with Verstappen we go with the supers, and we just try this split strategy out. Go aggressive with him, try conservative with Vettel, and see how things swing out. Let's try it. I want to go for that. It's one of those races where we're a little bit off the pace. Maybe there's some rain. Let's test things out here. So here we go then to 5 red lights to the Japanese Grand Prix. P3 and P5 on the grid. 5 red lights are out, and we're underway to a good start for Ricciardo. Slow one for Vettel as Alonso gets up into 3rd place. Verstappen gets swamped. Oh, Alonso's been hit off there. He ran wide, and so Hamilton's up into 3rd. Ricciardo's in 1st place. That's good news for us. Can Vettel get Hamilton early on? I don't know. Gasly looks pretty strong there in the Red Bull. For some reason, our car's not working too well in the wet right now as they're getting back up to speed. Verstappen's up to P5. Come on, these guys need to speed up here now. Let's go auto in the ERS. Come on, Vettel. Get back past Gasly. There we go. Come on, down the inside for P3. There we go. Right, now finally speeding up. Lance Stroll crashes, and we're up to P4. And now with Verstappen as well. Right, P3, P4. Right, back to where we kind of at least want to be minimum. Now time to go chasing after the Mercs. But we're 2.5 off the pace here. They look pretty damn quick in the wet here, the Mercs do. Ricciardo, though, right now in 1st place. Hamilton 2nd. Let's hopefully catch up to them this time whilst they're fighting. Please, dear God. Oh, Vettel just got to 1st. Vettel's just got to 1st. I'm so sorry I missed that, guys. I was fast-forwarding through because I thought we wouldn't be catching them for a long while. But Vettel just used all his ERS and just jump them both into the hairpin. We've used a lot of fuel though with him, so we're going to have to try and save some fuel now and tyres. Same thing for Verstappen. We're burning a lot of fuel there that we don't actually have, but he's in P4 now. But Vettel just did a madness there. I just about missed it, and now you can see they're all on the back of us because we used a lot of fuel and all the ERS here, so it's only a matter of time before Hamilton probably re-jumps Vettel. But for now, we are on the lead, but for how much longer? We need to save fuel at some point. I'm still burning it, 0.8. We need to save it at some point. Tyre also, the tyre wear is going to be an issue here. I need to say, oh, they're on backup mode. Okay, time to go back up. Let's just match them. Go back up, back up. Let's match them both. Let's match them both. I'll keep a close eye on this. And literally, as soon as they switch to attack, I'll switch to attack. Right, Hamilton's coming through. Going to use medium and medium. Use some ERS now, mate. Go back, get back, get back. Ah, no, we lost it, we lost it, we lost it. Damn it, we lost it. Right, Vettel's down to second. Verstappen, what are we saying? He's got his tyre temps back up to good use. Let's go medium and neutral for him. Right, Vettel's still within grasp of Hamilton. I think we use some ERS down the main pit straight, maybe. Not close enough right now. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? He's on attack mode right now. Let's just save fuel. Let's just save fuel right now at this stage. Right, lap number 10. Vettel's tyres are wearing out. Verstappen's are wearing out a lot as well. The tyres are really overheating right now at Japan with Inters. What's the tyre wear like for Hamilton? The gap's 2.4 now. Hamilton is on 42%. We're on 33%. We've really cooked these tyres. They just cooked so much on even neutral. And these guys are still not... They're still on neutral right now. I don't know how they're doing it. Their tyre temps are fine. They're on neutral and they're just staying put. Right, rain's going to come down in 2 laps time. Right, just keep going like this for a little bit, mate. We're going to have to have a mega in-lap of sorts. Right, worn tyres for Vettel. Right, I say start saving your rest now. This whole next lap and then this next one... Ooh, you know what? I think we risk it with Vettel. I think we risk it and just come in for this stop. I think we'll come in for this stop. Right, pit in now. Yeah, I'm going to come in. I'm going to come in with Seb. Risk it. Bit of damp. We'll go mediums. So we've got 25 laps left. That's not even enough for one medium set. We've got only one new set of super softs to use. What do I go on? What do I go on? We have the knowledge of mediums. Just have to go for it. Charge, no. Fast pit stop, yes. Right, through the hairpin. Use all the ERS here on the exit, and you're going to come in. Verstappen, push like a stabbed rat, mate, and you're going to stay out for one more lap here. Right, Seb's in. No mistake on the pit stop. Good. Right, Seb's going to push on those tyres. Verstappen's going to pit in onto a set of supers. We're going to go different. We're going to try something different with Verstappen, and let's just go for it. Going to use the ERS also. Hamilton also came in on that lap, by the way. I didn't even notice that. So, Hamilton joined us on that lap. Fair enough, fair enough. Right, so, it's all about trying to keep these tyres in check and this fuel in check with Vettel. Verstappen's in, going aggressive on the soft tyres. Super soft tyres, to say. And Ricciardo matches us on the super softs. Interesting, interesting. Right, we're out. Let's go on pushing and medium because we need to save some fuel with Verstappen. And let's see how this pans out. Right, we're 2-4. This is okay for the, for the constructors, limiting the damage here. If we finish 2-4, but for the Drivers' Championship, Vettel does not need this for the Drivers' Championship. So that's the only frustrating thing here for me. And now we've got to play the long game. We're not going to catch him on these mediums, are we? So, what to do? What to do? Right, virtual safety car's out because Lotra has crashed. We're going to now calm this down. Go low, low. Verstappen really needed that low, low. No, you're not going to pit. You're not going to pit. Right, cool that down. Everyone's on low. Verstappen still needs to save fuel. And those tyre temps are going up so quickly on super softs. I forgot how hard it was here at Japan for tyre heating. And Ricciardo's under investigation. He cut a corner. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, has he got a penalty? I think that's him. Did he just get a penalty or no? Was that no penalty? I think that might be the sign for no penalty. Right, virtual safety is coming in. Let's go conserve and overtake. Overtake and attack on the exit of this, please. Let's go. Nick Cassidy's crash, yellow flag, sector 1. Continue going, mate. Right. Ooh, Ricciardo has got some sort of mechanical issue. Was that? Yeah. No, that's the lapped car. Damn it. That's the lapped car. Got it. It got me quite excited there. Right. Gap is 4.8. So Seb is closing up a little bit on these mediums. So he's doing some decent work here. Verstappen is not closing up really that much, but he's on conserve because I need to try and bring these tyre temps back down. Right, the gap is 7.2. Hamilton is probably, I would say, he's on 38%. He's probably like maybe 3 laps away from coming in for a pit stop. We could start pushing and shred these mediums and then match him on whatever tyre he goes on and try and hopefully close this gap. With Verstappen, I don't really know what the plan is here. We're also being caught now by Ricciardo, actually. So, yeah, we need to start pushing with Seb. We're losing too much time now to Ricciardo. And Verstappen's actually closing up on these supers. Right. We've just set the fast lap of the Grand Prix with Sebastian Vettel. So, we are pushing and we're committing to an earlier stop, trying to match with Hamilton. We've closed the gap to 4 seconds now, which is good. And we dropped Ricciardo. Ricciardo's also kind of dropped Verstappen. The gaps remain to 3 seconds. Do I start pushing with him soon? I say leave it maybe one more lap. Well, actually, now, one more lap being this lap, basically. So on this next lap, we get through that blue flag car. Now let's start pushing. Let's start pushing Verstappen. Let's use some of the ERS as well. And let's go. Let's go. Right. Hamilton's pit. He's onto a worn set. He's onto a worn set of super soft. Ricciardo is... wait, what are we saying here? Where are we? Wait, Verstappen's there. Ricciardo's there. Okay, we closed it to 1 second there between Verstappen's. That's good. Verstappen's going to hopefully get Ricciardo here. Hamilton's on 1 supers. What tyres do we have available? We have a fresh set of supers. I say we use that. 10 laps to go. No brainer. Right, pit in. Use that supers. No recharge. Fast pit stop. Right, let's go. Through this hairpin. Gain 6/10 there. Use the RS. Come on. And then Verstappen, you're far enough back. I think we can make the double stack work here. He's got no fresh super softs left, though. But how long do these go? 12 laps. Those are 12. That's 13. That's doable, isn't it? 11 laps to go. 13. Yeah, okay. Use that worn set of supers. Verstappen, you've got the knowledge for it, so hopefully that's okay. Hopefully this double stack also works. Is there enough time there for that double stack? I really hope so. Right, Vettel's in. Double stack the Ferraris. Come on, no mistake. Good stuff. Great stuff. Double stack works. Right, Verstappen's in. No mistake for Verstappen, please. Yes, good. Right, Seb is going to be out in behind Hamilton. He's behind Hamilton. He's 4 seconds back from Hamilton. But we're on fresh supers. Let's save fuel. Calm this down. Play this the long game. We've got 10 laps left. That's quite a lot of time. Right, Hamilton's pushing. Let's calm this down. Calm. Save fuel. You can go high, actually, mate. You've saved enough fuel. Right, 5.6. We're 2-3, though. That's good. That's good for us as a team. Good as a team. Verstappen's definitely got to save these tyres because he's obviously worn them out a little bit more, so he's got to be careful there. But he's got fuel, actually, to burn, so that's decent. Seb does not have fuel to burn, and he does not have tyres to burn. But that tyre wear difference there, I'm hoping, 56 there, I'm hoping that's the difference here. I say on lap 32, we just go flat out attack for 4 laps, and that's the plan. That's the plan. From lap 32, flat out attack. Right, gap 6 seconds, 6.5, 7 seconds. I've got to start going now. A little bit. All right, let's go. Start pushing. Use ERS out of that hairpin. Save some. Go attack. Fast up the Grand Prix. Good stuff. Right. What are we saying with Verstappen? Verstappen, you got some fuel you need to try and save. Let's go neutral, though. Yeah, let's go neutral. Right. What are we saying here? Go high. Save some fuel. Fastest. Save some fuel. Tyres overheated. Some ERS. Right, save it. Another fast up the Grand Prix. Markelov's crash. Will that be anything? That's a massive crash there. Will that be anything in terms of safety car? Doesn't look like it. Continue on. Hamilton is still saving tyres. We're not. Is that enough? That's enough tyre wear to keep pushing like this the entire time. That's enough tyre wear, is it not? I think it is. Right, carry on. We're closing. Right, Seb, this lap. I said we go overtake mode on the last sector. Right, closing. Verstappen's got some fuel to use as well. We'll go conservative, though, for him. He's 3 seconds ahead of Ricciardo. That's good. 3 seconds ahead of Ricciardo. That's good. We're on conserve and on high fuel. Right, you, mate, let's go overtake mode now. Last sector. Let's do this. Close him. Use some ERS. Close up. Come on. We're gaining. Worn tyres, I know, mate. Keep going, though. You got 2 laps left. You're so close to the race win, mate. You're so close. Now we don't have fuel. Need to save fuel. Go medium fuel, but we're pushing still. 22% worn. He's on what? He's on 18. We're on the same tyre wear level now. No, is this not enough for him? Is this not enough for Seb? I don't know if it is. Let's make sure we get this P3 with Verstappen, please. You're 0.3 behind. Come on, you're right there, Seb. You're right there. You're right there. You've got 11% charge as well. And we're saving some fuel. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, I don't care about Verstappen now. I don't want to go to Verstappen. Right, we're through. Chicane. Right. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, he made a mistake. He made a mistake. Oh, his brakes are on fire. What? Overtake mode. Come on, throw the kitchen sink at it. No, no, the mistake at the end. There weren't even tyre issues. It was the brakes that had him go. ERS. Oh, we could have had him. We were within 0.3, but Vettel made a mistake there with the brakes. And in the end, we come across the line for P2 and P3 in the end. We ran Hamilton right to the ragged edge. In the end, a mistake by Vettel. That kind of mistake costs you a championship, mate. That kind of mistake costs you a championship. Vettel, second place. I don't know. I think Vettel might have got the fast up the Grand Prix, but I can't be certain. I can't be certain. Verstappen got P3. That was a good recovery from him. Ah, that was a frustrating one, though. Can't lie. Right, so Vettel did get the fast up the Grand Prix, so he'd lost no points to Hamilton. So in the end, really, all things considered, that was an okay recovery for Vettel to match him and not lose points in the championship. So, silver and bronze, it's still 8 points in the championship. In Constructors, we lost only 1 point there. We lost 1 point in the Constructors. So, overall, very decent for the team. Okay for Seb, but now we know next 2 races, the engine is crucial. And we don't have a great engine, obviously, compared to Merc. So, they are going to be pretty quick and very tough to pass and race. So, we'll see how it goes. But for this episode, at least, it could have been a lot worse, I think. It could have been a lot worse. So, nevertheless, guys, if you enjoyed this one, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new around here, subscribe for weekly, full-on content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoyed today. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.